Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be making a wreath using leftover rolls of 21-inch and 10-inch Deco Mesh. If you haven't done so, please subscribe and don't forget to tap that bell for notifications on my uploads and live streams. Here are 4 of the rolls I'll be using. I will add one more roll of 21-inch at the end. I'm cutting the 21-inch at 18 inches long. You can cut this as short as 12 inches long if you need to. And you just want to spiral it. And I'm starting with the very last piece, which is naturally spiraled really tightly, so that works out great. So you just want to give it a twist, and you kind of have to twist it. See how I'm twisting it there, and then roll it like this. So you're kind of making an awareness ribbon out of it. And I'm just pinching those two pieces together. You can overlap them too if you want. So either way, I'm attaching them to a 14-inch wreath form. And I'm attaching it to the middle 2 wires. I'm alternating, so I'm starting at the outer middle wire, and so on the next one I'll attach it to the middle inner wire. And I'm using cable ties. You can use wreath ties or chenille stems, whatever works for you. I'm just pulling it as tight as I can. So again, make that spiral, and you can see how I'm kind of having to twist it. It won't turn out exactly right if you don't twist it. And then again, you can overlap those ends if you want. So it makes this neat little 2 spirals on one end and then a loop on the other end. And every time I attach one, I attach it going a different direction. So see, I'm attaching that one on that wire since I attached the other one on the other wire. So just like to alternate every time I attach one. And I'm just evenly spacing these out depending on how many you have. I have done an entire wreath of just these, and it turned out really neat, and I do need to make a video for that because I have not yet. And here's about where I'm going to attach each one of these. I think this design would be great too if you have a limited space you're working with where you're hanging your wreath. So if you're trying to attach it between 2 doors or something and you only have so many inches, this would be a great one too because it doesn't take up a lot of depthness. And always remember, before starting a wreath, make sure you have enough mesh for what size wreath form you picked. Here they are all attached and all pretty evenly spaced out. So now I'm moving on to the white 10-inch, and I'm cutting this at 30 inches long so I can make woodland ruffles. So I just want to spiral both ends of this mesh and then ruffle the center. That's all a woodland ruffle is. And it's a really big ruffle, and then you've got spirals on each end, so it gives you a different look, and it's a nice full look. And I believe I only end up with 5 of these pieces. So again, I'm trying to space them out as evenly as I can. And I always pull those zip ties as tight as I can and cut them off as short as you can. And then you want to kind of pull on that ruffle just a little bit, kind of spread it out. Don't mess with it too much, just a little bit. Again, spiral one end, and you can take a clip and hold that in place if you need to and start rolling the other end. If not, you can just roll both ends like I did and then ruffle the center. So you can again use cable ties, chenille stems, wreath ties, whatever you've got, floral wire, just whatever you need. I actually like to use cable ties quite a bit. I think they're really secure. And unless you're going to add ribbon spikes on top of your ruffles, then you might want to go ahead and use chenille stems or wreath ties. Here I am trying to spread these out evenly, and then I'm going to add 2 on this side. And the very last one, I think the last one was a little short, but that's okay. Now I have this red foil 10-inch, and it's exactly like the red 21-inch. It's the same design, and all I had was about 48 inches, so I just cut it in half, and I'm just ruffling it. It's very spirally since it was at the end of the roll, so it's naturally got spirals on it. And I'm just adding 1 on one side of the wreath and 1 on the complete opposite side of the wreath. So you don't need a lot. You can just keep mixing and matching all this mesh. You don't need a lot of each one, but make sure you have enough to make your wreath nice and full. So that's why I'm using as many rolls as I can. And you could use a brand new roll and then add fill in with a bunch of leftover rolls. So just make sure they kind of mix and match, and maybe if you've got a design in mind, they can match. Here, this is a cotton mesh, a red and white with cotton on it, and I'm doing these at 24 inches, and I'm going to do just regular ruffles. And again, I'm going to space them out evenly all over the wreath. That way you can see that different mesh all over the wreath. It doesn't take a lot. You just want to make sure that they're spaced out. That way you can see it and it looks natural. And I like using the different meshes because it just gives it a different texture and look. Now this is a buffalo check, black and white with a little red foil in it. And if it's easier when you make these, you can go ahead and tie off each one of these loop spirals, if you want to call them, and then attach them to your wreath. Because it can be kind of hard to hold on to them and attach them at the same time. It's just whatever's easier for you, so I wanted to show that technique as well. And there's where, and see, this way though, you have to use 2 cable ties or a cable tie and a chenille stem, so that's the only drawback to this, but it is doubly secure on there now. And again, I'm attaching them going different directions. And here's what it looks like all finished, and it's ready to decorate. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment. Please be kind with your comments. Please be kind to others, and happy crafting, everyone.